In July 1810, Adoniram Judson, who would soon become one of the first American missionaries, wrote this letter to his future father-in-law. I have now to ask whether you can consent to part with your daughter early next spring to see her no more in this world. Whether you can consent to her departure to a heathen land and her subjection to the hardships and sufferings of a missionary life. Whether you can consent to her exposure to the dangers of the ocean, to the fatal influence of the southern climate of India, to every kind of want and distress, to degradation, insult, persecution, and perhaps a violent death. Can you consent to all this? For the sake of him who left his heavenly home to die for her and for you, for the sake of perishing mortal souls, for the sake of Zion and the glory of God. The two were married, and 2 weeks later, Adoniram and Anne set sail for Asia. Adoniram spent nearly 40 years among the Burmese, enduring through loneliness, poverty, imprisonment, and the death of his first and second wives, plus at least 7 of his children in Burma. But he succeeded in planting the first small Christian churches, setting up a missions infrastructure, and translating the Bible into Burmese, all of which gave future missionaries a foundation to build upon, which survives to this day. We recognize that often in the history of the church, the brunt of the burden of the Great Commission has rested on overseas missionaries called by God, who have willingly forsaken houses and lands, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, wives and children, for Jesus' sake and for the sake of his kingdom.
We're excited to introduce 3 programs for qualified missionaries. In August 2026, we will once again be hosting Homeward Missions Week, a 7-day event designed specifically for families serving full-time in overseas missions. This time, Missions Week will be on a cruise sailing in the Caribbean. Missions Week combines a spirit-centered missions conference with a week of fun and fellowship for invited families. You will have the opportunity to experience powerful worship and teaching and build meaningful connections with missionaries from around the world, while our childcare program provides your children with a safe, engaging, spirit-filled environment. After sessions, you and your family will have the opportunity to enjoy beautiful beaches, exciting excursions, gourmet dining, and world-class entertainment. Missions Week will be an unforgettable experience for you and your entire family. In July, we're also hosting Homeward Youth Camp in the New York City area. If you have teenagers who've grown up between cultures, this camp is for them. It'll be 3 weeks of cross-functional classes, outdoor adventures, sports, and plenty of fun. But most importantly, it's where your 13 to 18-year-olds can finally be around peers who truly get their story. Kids from missionary families worldwide, sharing experiences, building friendships, and discovering they're not alone in their journey. Both Homeward Youth Camp and Missions Week are complimentary for invited families. Again, there is no charge or fee to attend. Just as you have freely given your lives for the unreached, our events are designed to serve you without charge. Details are available on our website. Lastly, we're inviting interested missionaries to join us in beta testing our funding program called Homeward Grants. If you're tired of wrestling with government filings, bank transfers, and legal entities, we'll handle all of that for you at no cost. Here's how it works. Donors give through our platform, we receipt them, process everything through our banking partners, and send the funds directly to you as grants, wherever you're serving. Donors cover the standard processing fees, so you pay nothing. Whether you're a solo missionary, part of a team, or running an organization, we want to free you up to focus on what matters most. Sign up online to get started. Every Homeward program and project is designed with you in mind.
Homeward exists to serve you as you spread the fragrance of the knowledge of Jesus on the earth.
We hope to meet you soon.